Joining us here on set, executive editor at climatedepot.com, it's Mark Morano. Mark, great to see you. I want to work through this together first of all. So first, we've seen birth rates declining, period, across the globe. And Elon Musk has said this is a real threat to civilization.
It is. The new projections used to be overpopulation. The 1968 Paul Ehrlich book, The Population Bomb, had everyone terrified in the 70s and 80s. Now the new scare is underpopulation. By 2100, we could be seeing steep declines. All the models, all the projections are showing a rapid drop in population, stabilizing and then dropping. Exact opposite of everything we've been worried about. But the reason those kids are so afraid is they've been indoctrinated to believe that children destroy the earth. So young people are afraid to have kids. At least kids are disappearing or birth rates are dropping, but only in progressive households. That's what's amazing.
Well, let's dig into that last part then. Yeah, Gen Z women rated among their life goals at the bottom having children. You think that's a product of ideology, of being taught that children are actually the problem with the earth? Or is it the rise of a different vision of life, that women want to be in the workplace and find other pursuits of happiness? No matter how flawed, they seem to believe that's their path to happiness.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a part of it, but I think the recent drop, this was out of 12 issues, it tied for dead last out of 12 among Harris voters, having children. And the reason for this is you have NPR saying the best way to protect children is by not having them. You have them calling for carbon tax on kids. You have the Sunshine Movement warning about young people and suicide because of ecological catastrophe and climate change. You have the New York Times profiling the voluntary human extinction movement. No joke. Actually had a huge Sunday New York Times Magazine story on it. He's not a mass murderer. That's the good news. He only wants to prevent us from having more kids. He wants us to die out as a species. But the people that are already born, we're allowed to stay, according to them in the New York Times. But this is what happens. So they're taught that without people, Earth would be some kind of paradise, and they want to get Earth back to that state at the expense of their own lives or their children's lives.
All right, let's maybe end on a happy note. Is it at all optimistic, though, that the people who think the way you're describing are actually not procreating? That it is people on the right who are procreating, people on the left declining to reproduce?
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem's taking care of itself. I myself my wife and I have 4 kids, so we're doing our part as best as possible. And I think this is what's going to happen. You're going to have the people, the rate might slightly drop, but the conservatives and the people who are optimistic about the future are having more and more kids. Having kids is the most optimistic thing you can do in this society.
I believe that's true. Great to see you, Mark.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
All right.